What kind of procrastinator are you, and how to avoid being one? We are all productive at the last minute. If we have a project deadline to be met by the 15th of this month, most probably we are highly active on the 14th of this month, and we can't ignore the Parkinson's law that states work demands so as to fulfill the time available for its completion. There are 5 types of procrastinators. The first category is ruminators, who can't make a decision. They overthink and do nothing. They are indecisive because they think their decision is based on other factors, and most often these factors are something that they feel they have no control over. They focus more on the negative outcome and they evade responsibility. They think if they're not making a decision, the result won't be their fault. The second category of procrastinators is avoiders, who is avoiding the fear of failure. The avoiders run away from the discomfort associated with a task that is either unpleasant or has high stakes. Avoiders are almost always too focused on what others might think. They run away from fear of failure or sometimes even fear of success. Then you have the third category, who are perfectionists, who are not happy with anything they do unless it's 100% error-free. The procrastinator is trying to avoid being embarrassed by mistakes or judged. Perfectionists set such high standards for themselves that they become overwhelmed. Even if they get started, they have trouble finishing it because of the way it is shaping up. They feel it can't meet the criteria. Also, because the perfectionist pays too much attention to detail, often they can't finish a project. The fourth category is the Thrillseeker, who likes to do everything at the last minute. Most people fall in this category because you actually get a rush from completing things last minute. They thrive under pressure and love the adrenaline rush they get from handing in work in the last possible minute. Most of the times, this situation is mistaken for crisis management, and usually this category of people often feel as good as they think they are at managing crisis. It is a case of wrong analysis of a situation. Often the last-minute work will be missing something, which they feel later that it could have been done better. The fifth category is the Fatalist, who believes nothing is in their control, hence wait for the right moment because the horoscope said so. People who are fatalistic wait for a nod from others, and often they are in the waiting game for the right stars and its alignment. People don't often procrastinate because they are lazy. They procrastinate because they have inner conflicts like having no purpose, or they feel fearful of the outcome if they do something. One of the best books on overcoming procrastination is written by Brian Tracy, entitled Eat That Frog. Brian Tracy says that your frog should be the most difficult item on your things to-do list, the one you're most likely to procrastinate on, because if you eat that first, it'll give you energy and momentum for the rest of the day. But if you don't and let it sit on the plate and stare at it while you do 100 unimportant things, it can drain your energy and you won't even know it. Most people procrastinate because of the lack of motivation. Every task has a reason for why it is being done, and reminding yourself of the why you are doing something can be the motivation you need to get moving. People also procrastinate because of the tasks that overwhelm them. In this case, it is better to chunk down your task into smaller tasks and start doing them one by one. People with high sense of urgency and having a large sense of purpose don't procrastinate. They seize the moment. If you want to take procrastination out of your life, develop a sense of urgency and purpose in life. Successful people do more things in a less span of time than the mediocre ones. Winning is a numbers game, and when it comes to numbers, always remember, doing more matters. Please share your ideas or tips on how to avoid procrastination in the comment section, or you can even write to us. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe.